What's going on, YouTube? Another dark-ass video, but bear with me here. We got the second part of the exciting news that I was looking forward to. Basically, find out where RFK gets appointed in Trump's cabinet. So it looks like he's going to be heading up Department of Health and Human Services. And like I said in yesterday's video, I don't really know enough about these government agencies to speak on like what all their responsibilities are and everything. So take that just fully for what it is. I know that they oversee the FDA though, and there's already apparently, supposedly, reportedly, people are threatening to quit the FDA. Like employees of the FDA are already threatening to resign or quit, however you want to call it. Once RFK was appointed, and I mean, it seems goofy, but really, I mean, RFK I think gets almost all the hate he gets is from the vaccine stuff. He's pretty anti-vax in a lot of ways, or at least from what I've heard, isn't necessarily anti-vax totally. It's just more, especially like the COVID thing lit it up. But he was anti-vax before that. Autism, all stuff. I don't know enough about it, to be honest. COVID, I don't know what you're allowed to say on YouTube, but honestly, there ain't. Whatever. COVID made me skeptical of that shit too, just because it was so insane. We were just going, what they call it, warp speed, and that's on Trump in a lot of ways too, honestly. But they're pushing that shit so hard, it's insane. So now I have to pay attention. Honestly, it's more of a pain in my ass that I have to now question everything you say, because I mean, you would hope a medical professional would be looking out for your best interests, and you could just trust what they say. But I mean, there was doctors back in the day saying cigarettes were healthy for you, and they put heroin in cough medicine and shit. So nobody's perfect. Obviously, it's almost like you got to fucking back check every single thing that you deal with in life nowadays, and it is annoying, but hey, it's the reality we live in. Whatever. I just had a daughter. She actually is like her 2-month vaccine appointment's coming up here real soon. I'm delaying everything that can be delayed in my mind as far as it can be to give her time to develop, and basically spreading all the vaccinations out as much as possible instead of all at once, so you can at least monitor what's going on. Because in my mind, like polio vaccine, MMR, these are some nasty ass diseases that have pretty much been eradicated, and if it's the vaccine, great. If it just went away, great. Either way, I think it's worth the chance to not have my kid be paralyzed. But swear to God, you ask me to fucking give my kid a COVID vaccine, somebody ought to slap you in the face, because that's fucking insane, man. Like, no, literally, statistically, insignificant amount of children are dying from COVID, and were even when it was rampant. So there's some weird shit going on. Obviously, the big drug companies, big pharma, all that. That's a whole nother topic. My main thing I'm excited about RFK and the FDA thing is the food. Let's get on this shit. I talked about it in an old video. The food in the United States is disgusting. I would shit on Europe for a lot of things. One thing they definitely do get right, though, is their food policies, where they are basically stripping out as much of the preservatives, as much of the chemicals, as much of the shit that you just don't need in food, or to make it cheaper or more shelf stable and all these things. Strip it out. Go back to the basics. Get it to as simple of ingredients as possible. I'm not some health nut either. Like, I mean, I work out generally regularly. I don't take like supplements. I take creatine for working out, and I take a multivitamin every once in a while. And besides that, I try to eat generally healthy and try to avoid eating excessive amounts of sugars. But I'll have a pop every once in a while or something like that. I'll eat desserts. We're rolling up on Thanksgiving. I'm gonna fucking give me some pumpkin pie. I'm not like some super strict anything about that shit. I'm really in the camp of everything in moderation. It's really not that complex, just hard to execute. But it does not help when our food is actual poison in a lot of ways. Like, it's complete shit. Obviously, fast food's its own dilemma, which I also love. Fast food. McDonald's is fucking, I love that shit. Do I know it's bad for me? Yes. Am I going to eat it anyway? Yes, because it's good. It tastes good. That's a trade-off I'm willing to make, honestly. But if they made it healthier and maybe quit frying the fucking fries and whatever they fry it in vegetable oil right now, and put it back into beef tallow and put it in natural fats, and just put, your fries are just potatoes, oil, and salt, hey, that's a good thing. That's a good decision to make. Do stuff like that. Bigger than anything, honestly, I don't know who controls the food programs at the schools, like the public school system. That's where he needs to focus, in my opinion, I think. Get these kids some better food. As an adult, I can make my own choices on my food. As a kid who gets their lunch provided to them by the school, especially poor kids, when I was growing up, I was on like the free lunch program, whatever, here in Ohio, basically the low-income free lunch program. That's how I ate my lunch. Like, I got food from school for free. Maybe if you have a little more money, your parents are packing you food and shit like that, you got some leftovers from dinner. I had 3 siblings. There was no leftovers in the house, bro. Like, it didn't exist. That shit was gone after my mom cooked dinner. It's over. And you go to fucking school and then you eat Bosco sticks, hey, which tasted good, but fucking shitty bread with nasty mozzarella cheese full of preservatives and fucking canned poached broccoli and peaches and sugar syrup and chocolate milk for lunch. It's just like, dude, you gotta change some things. We're fucking this up. I don't know how it's so fucked up, but I hope he can do something about it. Honestly, God, that might be more exciting to me than the Doge, Elon Musk, and Vivek thing. The food situation in this country is insane. I don't do it, but like if I could just pick an ideal thing to do every single day and just eat it back to back, if I could, which in theory I guess I could afford it maybe, but I don't want to spend that much money on food and whatever. I would probably just eat literally like seafood, steak, and chicken every single meal, and then just pick some fresh vegetables or fresh fruit as a side every single time, and just stay away from anything that's prepackaged, anything that's in a bag, frozen, all that shit. I get the meat from the local butcher shop, all that. I don't be buying fucking even grocery store meat. I feel like it's pretty much disgusting. The only thing I buy from the grocery store that's a meat, I think, is chicken thighs. Everything else I'm buying from the local butcher shop. You just try to eat as healthy as you can. I mean, I don't know. My wife's been on a cereal kick lately, especially when she was like towards the end of her pregnancy. She was craving cereal and shit. So I've had cereal in my house. I've been eating cereal every once in a while because if it's there, I'm gonna eat it. Like I said, I'm not that disciplined in that regard. So if there's like shitty food in the house, I'm gonna eat it. That's why I just don't buy it. If I go out of my way, I just don't buy it at the grocery store and then I don't eat it. But when there's Oreos in the cupboard, I'm gonna fucking eat them, okay? Like, that's where I'm coming from. So you can understand where I'm coming from. But if we can go to the source, basically, with all this food and healthen it up a little bit, go back to a more whole food thing, bread, all these. I mean, bread's insane. We've started buying, like, the actual baked loaves of bread from either the local butcher shop thing. They have the fresh breads and stuff like that. Or even, like, Kroger has a bakery now, and you can look on the back, and it's literally just water, flour, yeast, whatever, little sugar, salt, stuff like that. That bread is just better. You feel better when you eat it. It's noticeable change within just swapping some ingredients out. And yes, does it go bad faster? Yeah, it fucking goes bad faster. Who gives a shit, dude? Eat it. Eat it. You can eat more of it. It's still not going to be as bad for you as that prepackaged, nasty fucking Wonder Bread shit. Wonder Bread, don't sue me, okay? I don't fucking... If somehow a Wonder Bread executive watched the video, don't come after me about it. You know what you guys are doing over there with the preservatives and the shit. And honestly, the sugar is probably the detriment, the main downfall. You can't fucking get anything in this country without high fructose corn syrup in it. Goddamn ketchup, fucking full of high fructose corn syrup. You just can't avoid it. Everything, sugar. It's crazy. Dial the sugar back if you can. Eat the whole foods as much as you can. Fruit, vegetables, meat, the classics. That food pyramid they taught you in school is complete bullshit. Don't fucking load up on carbs and eat cereal and grains every fucking meal. That's not a real thing. I don't know why it's still... I don't even know if anybody preaches food pyramid anymore, but as in my understanding, that's pretty much bogus, and they paid for that. Big lobbyists paid for you to be indoctrinated into the fact that carbs are good. Hey, and I love carbs, dude. I love bread. I love rice. I love potatoes. All that shit. But everything in moderation. That's all I'm going to say. But we'll see what RFK does. hopefully we don't have to listen to him talk too much. Fucking, it's tough to listen to him talk sometimes, but hey, I think his heart's in the right place. Honestly, trying to do the best for people. I don't see him as a malicious person, and hey, I'll take any benefits I can get at this point. So let me know what you think. We'll see if anything good comes out of it. I don't know. You tell me if you think he will, or then he'll. I don't know. Maybe Twitter people think he's gonna ban vaccinations or something. I don't fucking know. The one fucking Lincoln Project or whatever that is tweeting vaccinate your family while you can, like he's gonna come in and outlaw vaccination. These people are fucking idiots. I don't know. Can't explain it. I'll catch you guys tomorrow.